Assumption and give a voice to the unheard. This is the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
Welcome on board the Morning Express.
Good morning.
You are listening to the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
Good morning.
Tuesday morning, the 30th day in the month of September 2025. Not just the last day in the month for us, especially Mainland 98.3 FM, but the last day in our year, our third year, which definitely we will be for tomorrow, 1st of October 2025. Really excited, but we'll talk more about Akinyosoye. This is where we basically focus on at least one or two issues. We streamline the barrage of discussions and analyses we had earlier during trends in the papers and streamlining. So you're welcome on board. You can join us live on Facebook and YouTube and Mainland 98.3 FM to also enjoy an audio-visual experience, and you can also listen.com. This morning, without further ado, we'll just focus on a political story, which is about a recent comment that was credited to Professor Jerry Ghana, who had said that a former president would contest the 2027 election and send President Bola Tinubu back to Lagos. And so this has been greeted with several responses, several eyebrows raised, several people talking. It even got the presidency talking about and reacting to this very possibility. And so the presidency last night even alleging that it ran the country's economy aground, saying that, well, we are not, go ahead, we are free to join the race, but they are maintaining that Nigerians would not forget current economic woes began under Jonathan's government. These statements was issued by the special advisor to the president on information and strategy by 11 presidential election. Just to give a proper understanding about this, let me quickly run through the State House press release from the stable of the presidency. The 2027 elections prematurely foisted on the nation by the desperate, again regaled with a cacophony of voices, most of them full of sound and fury. Significant that stands out in its absurdity is Professor Jerry Ghana's, the former Minister of Information and National Orientation, platform of the discredited People's Democratic Party (PDP), which bequeathed a legacy of President Tinubu to reclaim power. Jonathan's entering the race would provide another job for leaders. Politicians of Jerry Ghana's ilk merely want to lure him into the race to satisfy their press and leave gentleman Jonathan in the lurch. Don't get us wrong. President Jonathan reserves the right to run if he wishes. It is inalienable his dates in the court of the land. Indeed, the jury will determine whether Jonathan, who was sworn in twice as president, satisfies the constitutional requirements and is eligible to contest the presidency and be sworn in. If successful for a third, President Jonathan will also have his encounter with the people as to whether he has anything new to offer after his disastrous 6 years for which they voted him out. Economic agenda, engaged in frivolous spending, ran the economy aground and put the country in dire straits. The nation's economic downturn, which President Tinubu is working very hard to under his watch. Under him, the so-called business moguls allocated foreign exchange to import fuel, simply pocketing dollars without importing anything. Some of those big men still have to friends and cronies. In 2010, President Jonathan inherited a total of $66 billion, of which $46 billion was in foreign reserves and $20 billion in the noble but abused excess crude account. By 2015, when the people democratically removed him from office, the foreign revenue from crude oil sales that the country had never achieved in more than 25 years combined. By December 2014, however, the Jonathan-led federal government trust President Tinubu has taken bold decisions over the last 28 months to reset the economy, removing the ruinous fuel subsidy and economy in slightly over 2 years in office in 2025, second quarter of 2025. IMF, International Monetary Fund, inflation decreased to 20.12% in August 2025, the lowest level in 3 years. The foreign reserves stand present stored and investors are betting on Nigeria. In plain language, the nation has turned the corner. Boosted, old roads are being reconstructed while new that broke the economy before, but millions of Nigerians will not easily forget the recent past and strategy which was rolled out in September 29, 2025, which was yesterday. Had to read through this. What do you think about what the presidency is saying about Jonathan and the desire to run again, even though from speculations, from several visitings, and even several people talking about he's coming back, especially to the PDP, to pick up the presidential ticket and contest against the incumbent, about the possibility of Jonathan coming to contest again. So what do you think about this? What the presidency is saying about Jonathan and a desire to run again? Quite a lengthy one, but because of understanding, because of to understand where the president is coming from and the artillery, the affairs, the intention behind this release is why I had to go through the statement 1-0. And you can also drop your comments on social media, the comment section of Facebook and Instagram. Hello, good morning.
During Jonathan era, nobody called him economy was bad according to Onanuga. But nobody, though they call him name a drunk, but nobody call him a criminal. His ministers. So, but in this, the thing is that nobody should say Jonathan should not come back. If he want to come back, let him come back. Okay. After all, people who Nigeria, Donald Trump went away and he came back. There are many people that left and they came back. He has the right to, the word they say, you can not contest that election. The laws are there. The economy of Jonathan was far better than what we are experiencing today. That is the truth. That we go up tomorrow, we come to, what is the timeline of this, the result that they are talking about? What is, give us timeline. We don't know.
All right.
Let's do.
Thank you.
Don't want
ask your take. What do you think? What are your thoughts about what the presidency had said on the coming back of president to contest? They're saying that, yes, he's free to enter the race, get to contest, but Nigerians offer 0913-600-0410, 0913-600-0410. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. That they bought rice during Jonathan's time for 6,500, 15,000. So if you see, they are just panicking. They are just panicking. You hear that Jonathan wants to call. The other day, Wike was saying that Jonathan wants to come and cause crisis. Can you see the way they are thinking? They are panicking because they are not doing anything. Party told me. He said he wants to set up. Hold on. They said no, they went to court. Oh, court stopped him. Because they don't want anything like opposition. Meanwhile, the guy was not even talking of forming any government. He was just trying to, this is what you're supposed to do. Puts
on check the affairs of the government. All right.
But they're just panicking. Now I'm buying fuel. I bought fuel yesterday. How much was it? About 80 something, 800 and something naira. So by the time you use all that money and buy fuel, how much will you? And you are eating into your capital. Somebody is doing business. The small capital he has, you continue spending on fuel, and you are there. You don't want anybody to oppose you. Better do the thing that is right. You will not do it. When somebody wants to come, you are not telling us that we should not go back to Jonathan. Do that like that.
All right. Thank you very much. 0913-600-0410. That's still the number to call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Is that Lady Mo?
Yes, good morning. This is Lady Mo. Milan.
I'm calling from Adeni Jones this morning. The government of President Tinubu, with all the right to contest, just like the last caller said, during his presentation, things were cheaper. The economy to Nigerians, not all these things they are speaking. To Nigerians, with the amount they buy food stuff and all those things were cheaper. But my own issue with Nigerians is that because I think Jonathan has a lot of flaws, and I believe even if Jonathan comes in now, he's going to face a bigger issue. Because the same cabal, the same system is there. And these people, what Jonathan did by relinquishing power, isn't it? It's not what most of these people can do. Buhari cannot do it, some people cannot do it. They cannot leave power. So they know that he's the power. You know, the political will to move this country forward and take tough decisions. People like Sᴏᴜ, people like Peter Obi, people like Osinbajo. You know, the people that can do it have been shoved aside. So if Jonathan is our option, it's so sad for me. So he has a right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for calling. All right, 09136000410, and for WhatsApp calls and messages 0913600.
Don't let us deceive ourselves. Jonathan should, my own advice to him, should respect himself and sit down. If a lecturer, let him go back to classroom. You understand? You know, look, if not because of the death of Yaradua, can Jonathan, get to president? He is not a political person. You see. That's just about look at the you see, Gary Ghana is looking for people that will manipulate. That is that's the fact. The Northern cornered him and the manager. Look at what Jonathan is. Look, he has done the right thing. He has been, our former president. Let him have that honor and sit down. Don't let anybody, mess his name.
Right.
He has no capacity to rule this country. No,
Hello, good morning.
Lady Mo, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is Don Peters. I'm calling you from the Osaka here. Nigeria is looking for a leader. Nigeria is not looking for a politician. What they call abysmal performance. The servant with that abysmal performance, with their 18,000 naira, that can still save money and build houses and take care of their children. But they cannot pay their children's school fees. Nigeria cannot sleep where they are too high clothes. Nigeria cannot travel from one point A to B. We listen to the in terms of leadership. So what are we talking about here? If he is going to run, because I relocate back to PDP, but she forced me out of Nigeria. I relocate Nigeria.
All right.
So what are we talking about?
Thank you, Don Peters. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Yes, quickly. Talking about the president spokesperson telling us about the current president and what he has achieved and what he is doing presently. You know, it is so funny how well has him governed this country currently as we are talking today. And you know the funny thing about is that 2015 that the APC took over the governance of this country. You are not telling us what they have done. And this is the government that has refused till today to admit that they have achieved, that people are still standing that they are doing. That is why you can see now what they are doing now is just to make sure that they buy everybody to their own camp. That is their own. Because if you really know, if you are really doing the right thing and people are feeling the impact, you don't need to buy anybody. You understand? You're working a development commission now to use it as advert. You understand? Telling us that they make sure that there is no more increase in electricity tariff. You can see all these lies that the people, even both international, the president himself went internationally telling people quiet and let us move on with our life. Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I can hear you. Okay. Please do to call back. I think it was the network there. Hello, good morning.
Is it better now?
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, somebody was talking about Jonathan that
He shouldn't come out. He should sit down. Is that the issue? It's not even about the person. It's about what is going on. You don't tell a blind man that there's no salt in the soup. You can only tell him that there's no oil in the soup. It's an embarrassment to the people who voted and the people ruling us. Because we select, but they know that at the end of the day, they will use those few privileged people intentionally. This is a country that is blessed with everything, human resources and everyone will not work. But at the same time, we are suffering like people who don't very well. You don't even need to lose sleep because of any opposition. But because you know that you're not doing anything, somebody telling us Jonathan should sit down. Can you tell us the reason why Jonathan should sit down? Is it because what is going on now is better than when Jonathan was there? It's very obvious. Where do we start? Where do we stop? Every damn thing.
All right.
Jonathan.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. This is Wale calling from Iowa. What the presidency are doing? Because it's on to contest. It's eligible to contest. Yes. He has right to contest. It's eligible. And what of him? The last 5 years. I know what 100,000 can happen now. What's to suffer? This is for me to endure now, for my kid to enjoy in the future. I'd rather I take this money.
Thank you very much. 00410. Still Milan Focus on Milan 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. And
Yeah, good morning.
yeah, good morning.
This is I think side forward of all people should understand better that this is just once upon a time Alimo the Sheriff once talked of P2B coming to PDP, if I could recall. And I remember telling you guys, P2B cannot come to PDP, not because he will not want to contest, but because PDP is owned by Ƴesu. And if PDP is owned by Ƴesu, then the de facto official owner of PDP is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It's a drama. It's just a noise. We know. It's a game they want to play. So P2B is not going to PDP. The president was Tinubu is not going to PDP. That's the honest truth.
All right.
As in, I say Tinubu, good luck, Jonathan. So let's leave that drama. It means nothing.
Well, the last time I checked, not.
Good morning, Mo.
Oh, good morning.
Yes. We are just talking Jonathan, Tinubu, Peter Obi. All of these people that we are mentioning, they are not the problem of this country. It is we the vote. If you have a devil as the president, if the members of the House of Reps, the National Assembly, they will force him to do what is right. I mean, Tinubu supporter, they will be telling you reason. Meanwhile, Jonathan, Tinubu, rice was 7,000, this and that. How much was rice before Jonathan came in? That these same people were in Jonathan's cabinet. Today now, we see monumental fraud in this APC government. And then the people who are criticizing this well, who does that? I can't see anything that Tinubu means well. So where our problem? Religion and ethnicity is our major problem. God bless you.
Thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Anymore, I've been listening to you. You know, people are giving enough time, 2 minutes bomb on my timer. So please permit me to have time to make my point very clear. Hello? But sir, if you are listening to this program, sir, I challenge you to contest for House of Assembly. Just House of Society. Jonathan, as we speak, sir, and madam, his 6 years was a disaster. Wait. I can't forget to control about 11 to 12 local government with their flags and about. During Jonathan, there was oil boom according to their buyer. Yes, it's true. We saw crude at the rate of $114 per barrel. And this is the same person that today people are calling him to come and contest for president.
Okay.
He cannot manage the surplus. You know, he can now manage this disaster that we are in now. Eh?
All right. Thank you.
No, madam. Let me talk my point very clear. Him, please, if you can hear, sir. Please, those who are advising you or telling you, encouraging you to come contest 2027, they are deceiving you. They want to just make something out.
Thank you.
You will fail awfully.
Thank you. Just quickly to pay attention to some of the What the presidency is saying about Jonathan does not hold water. Just imagine a man like Bayo Onanuga berating a world figure like Jonathan. You should talk to the... Okay, Onanuga's comment is coming from a place of jittery. Jonathan's lowest record is far better than this government's best acclaimed achievement. Jonathan's coming is real. Let the rhetoric says our presidency has skeleton in their cupboard. So the attention has been shifted from Obi. Now it's now Jonathan. Prince from Prince Oluwasegun. Thank you. Truth be told, the presidency is afraid of defeat because of their disastrous performance. That is why they are attacking Goodluck Ebele Jonathan in free and fair elections. Even it is not their duty to speak for the courts about Goodluck Ebele Jonathan eligibility. Thank you very much. This says, good morning. This Lady Mo and Fouad. When I listen to the presidency speak, especially on the Senate Jonathan running come 2027 presidential time, making mockery of themselves, at least one thing Tinubu's administration has successfully took over is to remove the same subsidy he called a scam. Nigeria can now tell who truly... this says, hi Lady Mo, see how long it took you to read the ridiculous epistle from Onanuga, which of course must have been influenced by his boss. So why then did Buhari, whom the president sold to Nigerians and took over from due to the economy and security of the country? It is also so sad to hear somebody called... This says, good morning Lady Mo, good morning Fouad. So the presidency has no right to advise former President Jonathan because he didn't solicit for the advice. Be compared to the situation of Nigeria now. Jonathan era is 100% better. The presidency should bury... but from Shugana says, former President Jonathan, if he comes back, his government would be by far better than what we have now. While Jonathan was in hellish life, the worst government in the history of Nigeria election has been determined. Only got the presidency vilifying and leave Nigerians alone. Comparing Jonathan's era and ship, Elder Godwin Emechukwu from Ogun State. Thank you. This says, good morning, Jonathan. Okechukwu from Okeafa. And this says, good morning, Lady Moa. For what I'm furious when the SSA to the president always react to issues mainly when it comes to the opposition. It takes straight assessment to know their performance. This government is more of politics rather than proper governance. Time will tell. If I from Asheshe. This says, good morning, Madam Mudukbe. It is very surprising to see this government panicking and weeping of wickedness, though, but the sad experiences at the moment is different variations and celebrate. And did we need a politician? What we need is a good leader, not the present administration. Surely 2027, they will Celestine. About possibility of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's, unless Nigerians decide we need a leader, not a politician. Thanks. They are better than what we are experiencing now. In fact, there is no basis for comparison. The records are there. Ama from Ogun State. Thank you. This says, Madam Odukwe, O Lord, grant us, guide us to the straight and bestowed on us presidential candidate that will take back Nigerians to rapture conditions. Thank you very much. This is Jonathan is politically spent. Good morning, dear presenter. Nigerians are hard to please, and we prefer the bigger evil than the lesser evil. Despite the abundance for good 16 years, Lagos Ibadan was a death trap, but was fixed. The government installed by the corridor of power from 1960 to date. Nothing will change in our narrative. Bad followers will never produce good leaders. Nigeria will survive. Allah blessed with APC. But most unfortunate for anybody to be comparing Jonathan government to what we know, bag of rice, a loaf of bread, even the exchange rate, etc. If the APC is not afraid of Jonathan, why are they threatening him with court action? This government knows they have failed the masses and they have nothing to show except hunger, poverty, and corruption. 2027 APC is on its way. Jonathan contesting comes 2027. He has the right to contest, but I will advise Nigerians know the truth. Electoral reform is the only Papa Lagos. Thank you, and be my Minister of Information. Please always stand on your good opinion. Thanks, I understand. Okay, I think that's from Akin Lulu, right? Oyedeji. According to your person is going. This is a game. What side of your station once said, if care is not taken, his period was not good. Alaji Remi Olisa was a disaster. From Palm Avenue, Mushin.
Yeah, my name is Peter Usifu. I'm calling from Abaran Jenny Cotton. Jerry Ghana and his cohorts is being used by the as a pawn on their chessboard. So this is the permutation. They want Jonathan to contest so that when Jonathan, Peter Obi, and of course between Atiku and Mr. President, that is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, then it will not be between the North and South. And then the Northerners may go that nobody loves. Many of these Northerners don't love it as they came to do. And if it comes to PDP, Wike will never work for him. Wike has told him that. And even in the interview, he granted he will not support him because he will support Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Right. That is for that. And not only that, he should be wary.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You will just always look for an excuse every time to excuse yourself out of your faith.
Hello? Okay, oh my. All right, I think that was the network. Hello, good morning.
How the power of food and cost can help.
Hello?
Can help to enhance.
Hello? Okay. Advice him to remain a statesman is because currently we have better hands in Obi and Shore. Benjamin says solicit for the advice. They should rather advise President Tinubu to fix the numerous challenges facing Nigeria. Thank you very much, Benjamin from Shogunle. Okay. Hello.
I don't think Jonathan would run. I just feel he's enjoying his status as a very good leader for African and an example for African leaders. So there's a poster of Buhari where he was saying is 814, I think 814 or 614, good from $1 to $1, good enough for you. But I think it's something there, I can't remember. So what are they telling us? Are they telling us that now is better than then? I don't even think Pegasus is almost throwing the country into chaos. I know the amount of hours expected to get food.
Yeah,
so it's so annoying. They think maybe we forget the way this country was run. They think they did to Jonathan, they did to this current politics here. Not the government. Run the country and fix the country. Have a good day, my sister.
Thank you very much. And you too. That's still the number to call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm doing very well, thank you.
Yes. And his panicking measure for the upcoming presidential election in 2027. You see, I will sack Onanuga because what Jonathan has not indicated his intention to contest. He's just very gallant that when he was a minister of information and he was in charge of MAMSA, it's now Jonathan to declare first his interest to run, then you can fight. You don't fight somebody who is sleeping.
All right. Thank you.
It's like blowing somebody below, declare the fight, So yes, that is where it's taking. Because Jonathan, a lot of people would prefer Jonathan to come back.
Thank you. Thank you very much for calling. Really appreciate. And quickly from WhatsApp, just to round off the conversation with the messages we have. Hello, Mainland FM. I'm surprised that the present ruling party has shifted his political war from Peter Obi to former President Goodluck Tinubu that organized the protest kicking against the removal of fuel subsidy and calling for President Goodluck Jonathan a clueless person administration based on what Onanuga said concerning the court ruling. I hope we all know that the Supreme Court has not given final judgments on whether former President Goodluck Jonathan can recontest as president again in the country. I can tell you for free that if former President Goodluck Jonathan should win the 2027 presidential election, the ruling party APC would take him to court, and I believe we already know what the outcome of such judgments would be under the present ruling party, where judiciary has been pocketed. My advice and appeal to Alhaji at school should all come together and give their full support to Mr. Peter Obi, who happens to be the people's choice. Anything short of this, it's straight win for President Tinubu. God bless Nigeria. Tʀᴇɪᴅs from Mᴏᴜ community. Do you even think they will wait for him to win before they take the matter to court? They're already talking about taking it to court to attack his eligibility to celebrate 4 years anniversary in the station. My name is Christopher Effion, and all the APC members and the lover of this government, APC, by Onanuga, instead of strong institution and protecting the rule of law under democracy. I'm not a member of the PDP and APC. 16 years of PDP, as bad as the APC wonderful decried by them, is still better than that of APC. The same people with that same party. We, the citizens, are our problem, not politicians, mostly governors and civil servants in their offices. Also, with INEC, Judicial was just votes from East. God bless Nigeria and give us good leaders. Amen. Sitting in the States, he should not disturb himself or mess himself up. Elijah Sabar. Good luck, Jonathan, coming back. We have a better candidate standing in front of us for a better Nigeria. Well, from Michael Chiagoro from Ojodu. All right, thank you very much. Really appreciate your messages and your calls, your contributions. Thank you very much. Because of our time, I already have Victor with me in the studio. Good morning, Victor. Good to have you.
Good morning, Lady Mo. Good morning to also Side Forward and also our esteemed listeners. A beautiful day. It is in Lagos and also in Nigeria. Excuse me. Been a bit. But Nigeria is going to be 65. You see, I'm loving the conversation. I took my time to listen to everything that you had with your callers. And trust, this is one of the ways you get to know eventually if the electorates are really paying attention. And what do I mean by this? Yes, today here, this one thing that somebody said, leadership is very important and it comes with a cost. People are going to malign you. People are not going to understand what you're trying to do. But for the fact that, yes, you really want to lead people like them the very best. But then we also need to let our leaders understand that as much as you are so much, I don't want to use the word that, in any way sounds very funny, but you're so much, keen to become leaders. You're passionate, yes. You want to be there. You want to be in that office. Understand one thing first. Leaders must serve. Right. As a leader, you're a servant. And that means that the priority, the happiness of the people comes first. If we have security in this country, we're not be talking about at a high cost. If we have it in this country, we're not be talking about the death of one person, another person. I mean, it will reflect the table for his children. The good leaders will always ensure that all of these people enjoy good governance. Right. And that is one thing electors must understand. Let all the names be flying right, left, and center. But make that decision to know this is the person I must cast my vote for 2020. Be getting more of Victor speaking about community reports, which we started, quite a while now. And you give your reports. Do not cease to be a patriotic citizen of this great country, always nurturing our conscience just by the truth. I remain Modukbe. All right, thank you very much. Good morning once again.